Hello. Hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good whatever time of the day it is. Kontomo, it's me, ya local bunny boy, Uzuki Tomoya, back at it again with another stream. You may notice today the setup looks a little bit different. We are not at our normal chatting screen today. We have this cute little setup here. This in the background is just background. This is, I don't know what else to really call it. Basically I have a game going in the background called Lo-Fi's, whoa, what's it called again? Oh gosh, wait a minute. I I can't remember. But basically it's in the thumbnail. Spirit City Lo-Fi session, something like that. But basically you can customize the character however you like, and then have them do various things in the background. For example, I could instead I actually don't know how do I back out of this? Huh? Well, I don't know how, but I could, oh wait, I can change my activity. For example, I could go hang out by the fireplace. I could sip on some choco. Also, hello, welcome in. Aladdis Lover and Exupery, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I can basically have my character do a bunch of different things, go to sleep, play video games. It's really like a really great cute little setup, and then it plays lo-fi music in the background, which is perfect for just, you know, hanging out and working on stuff. So today I'm gonna be working on some stuff. And I'll just have this on in the background as a thing, and also a good way to play lo-fi music. But what I'm actually going to be doing is something entirely different in the background. I'm probably going to be doing some recording and some vocal warm-ups, but I'll have myself muted. But the whole purpose of this stream is to work alongside me, unlike the last time I tried to do a study stream, which ended up being a chatting stream. Try not to do that. But yeah, basically I'll have this going and you guys can work alongside me. And obviously if there's anything that comes up, like chatting topics and stuff, it's always good to take a break here and there, so chatting might be a good thing. So yeah, I'll probably pop in and unmute and stuff for some chats and other things. But yeah, otherwise, yeah. Oh, I should also, before we really get into the lo-fi stuff and me being silent for however long, should talk about a few things. Last week and the week before, I took kind of a break, which is nice. I think I kind of needed it. Streaming was getting kind of to the point where like I don't know what to stream every week, so I'm kind of trying to reset this week with doing some nice lo-fi and productivity stuff, because I got really far behind on my to-do list, I'll be really honest. So I have a lot of stuff that needs to get done this month especially, and as soon as possible. So it might be a little bit slow stream-wise, maybe not doing too many interesting and quote-unquote clippable moments, but definitely will be we'll be wanting to work on stuff, and also trying to hang out with you guys in the meantime. I feel like I need to get used to doing some more just like chill streams, and definitely indeed. And just like get used to just hanging out again on stream, because it's really been a while since I've done some of that. So yeah, without feeling like the need to fill all this space with talking and also stuff like that. But let me know if also the music is too loud or too quiet. Also, I can turn it up if it's a little soft. But yeah, that's kind of how things have been. Other things going on. Oh, well, this is kind of a funny story, but I released a new cover of the weekend. I'll be honest, guys, I didn't warm up at all before I sang that cover, and I think it kind of shows. I'll be honest, it wasn't really my proudest work, but if you guys are interested and would like to hear it, please feel free to go check it out on my channel. It is Odotchaina by Atena, new Vocaloid producer. It was just really catchy, and honestly the weekend hit and I was kind of in a slump. I was like, I have so much I need to record, so much I need to mix, and I haven't gotten started yet. How do I kind of get started on this? And kind of the first thing that came to mind was the last time I felt really motivated was after I dropped a new cover. So I just thought, well, I might as well just speed run a cover to get the momentum back. Like just do one that's like basically come out a few days ago that I know is like going to get some interest from people who are just looking at like the new songs and stuff, to like keep my motivation at like a decent level. And also, like, after being gone for so long, it feels like I kind of want to like show people I'm still here and doing some stuff that's interesting. So so I kind of speed ran that over the weekend, and honestly it did help with my motivation. Like I started, well, I didn't get that much done, but I did get pretty deep into recording something that I needed to record for a while, and kind of like crossed off a lot of the what's the word, like the block that's like that's preventing the that song, that cover, from going to the next step. So clearing that out was really good, and then also just feeling more motivated to do things. So yeah, that's good. Other things that have been going on, I guess over the past like break week, I've been starting to get a little bit more serious about studying Japanese, because, well, I just stumbled across the tweet that was like, oh, this video is really good for learning Japanese. So I clicked on it, and then I watched the video, and then I followed all the stuff in the video, and I've been following it for about a week now, and it's been really, really nice, actually. I feel like it's been really helpful in terms of just improving my Nihongo. Lots of the TLDR is listen to podcasts and immerse yourself, and then do Anki flashcards. But it's been really helpful. Yeah. どんどん上達していますね。まあ毎日練習した方がいいですね。練習してる方は Yeah, I dropped my pen on the ground. 練習するのは大事ですね. But yeah, still lots of ways to go. But it's been really good. I've learned lots of new words like shikaku. Well, that wasn't from the flashcards. That's from a Chikawa tweet. But yeah, it's been fun. So just been doing that and relaxing a little bit more. Maybe I'll eventually do some Japanese practice, kanji practice on these streams too, and be not muted. But we'll see. Nihongo jozu? Yeah. Zenzen. Zenzen. Why 551 push-ups? Oh, okay, we can go into this story. Oh, that's right, I should do push-ups before I start streaming. Basically, a while back, I did a tweet on Twitter that was like, for every reply this tweet gets, I'll do a push-up. And it got like 500 replies. And this was 2 years ago. And so I have a debt built up. So I might as well help satisfy some of that debt right now. I'm gonna do a quick 10 before we get into the stream. Give me 1 sec. Honestly, I think all the muscles I gained from the last time I did push-ups have like completely disappeared. So we're back to 0, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, not bad. Where's my push-up counter edit thing? Okay, edit. All right. Oh, it's been a while since I saw that number move. That feels good. Yeah, New Year's resolution is to clear this out so people can't say I'm a fraud. But yeah. That's kind of how things have been going. Yeah, learning Japanese, feeling motivation to stream again. Yeah, this week's streams are pretty chill. Pretty much two of these study streams, and then I'm gonna try playing Elden Ring on on Friday. We're gonna see how that goes. I'll be honest, we'll see how that goes. I am not I'm kind of I'm kind of nervous, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, other things. I'll be honest, guys, this stream setup looks super wacky from my perspective right now. It's actually really funny. I have a standing desk, which is really nice, or well, it's like an adjustable desk, so I can go from standing to like sitting, which is really cool. Wait, let me check on the cables to make sure. None of the cables are under too much tension. That's good. But yeah, basically, I have my standing desk in standing mode right now, and I have one microphone hooked up to my streaming interface, and then I have my VTuber phone for VTube Studio Capture, like right in front of me. And then to the right of that, I have another microphone that I'm going to be using to record that's not hooked up to the stream. That's hooked up to a different interface that's running my audio program for recording completely onto the other side. With its own pop filter, and it's like its own setup, like the dual mic setup, dual interface setup, so that I can record on that one but stream on the other one and like not have them catch each other, basically. Or at least, well, I'll mute like the stream mic when I go to do some recording stuff. It's really funny. But yeah. Oh, why am I using this mic? I feel like I should have swapped these two mics, actually. Oh, man. Maybe I can swap this mic here. Hold on a second. All right. Yeah, the more I think about it, I feel like I should swap to the other mic. Also, Dark Magician, hey Tomoyachi, how y'all doing? Just got home from work. Welcome home from work. Hope you had a nice day. Also, yeah, welcome to being a Tomoyachi pal for 1 month. Or congrats on the 1 month. Is that what people say? But yeah, welcome home from work. Hope you had a nice, relaxing. Well, I don't think work is ever really relaxing for anyone, but hopefully it was. Hopefully it was all right. Hold on. I'm gonna switch not my normal microphone, but my recording microphone to the other one. Also, Choco, welcome, or not welcome, but thank you so much for being a Tomoyachi. What do people say? Thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you so much for being a Tomoyachi pal for 4 months. I really appreciate it. Also, yeah, welcome in. Welcome in, Okami. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Okay, let me drop this one. Get this mic here. Oh. So, funny thing also about the setup here, this mic stand is kind of janky, as in like I've had it for many years, and I think that age is starting to show. And this is like a heavy duty mic stand, like it's meant to be sturdy, but I've just really it's become really well loved, you could say. So yeah, it basically like tilts over erratically, and it's not good. It's really hard to use, but we will do our best, because our best is all we can do. Oh, actually works really well. I've never actually recorded using my Shure SM7B like this on this stand. I've always used like a scissor arm, but this actually looks really nice. I'm kind of impressed. The stand is holding its weight for a pretty heavy microphone. But yeah, for anyone who's a nerd that's curious, it's funny because I have, how many microphones do I have in my possession? Technically I have 4 for different things. I mean, one of them is just a handheld microphone that I just have for quite literally just like feeling. You know, if you have to practice for like a live concert and stuff, you gotta like hold the microphone and get used to like posing with it and stuff. So I literally just have it for that. And then I have the one I'm using right now, which is the MXL 3000. I use this one for like if I need to sound bright and like energetic. So like I recorded the recent song on this one. And then I have the one I just had plugged in that I was initially going to do for recording was the Aston Spirit, which I like for like doing smoother songs where I need my voice to be a little bit more like airy and stuff. I think it catches that really well. And then for rock, I have the Shure SM7B. And the song I'm going to be recording is a rock song. It's like punk pop. So, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna use this one and hopefully it's gonna sound okay. But yeah, I can't tell you guys the song. It's a secret because I want it to be a surprise, which is also why I'm not recording it on stream. I want the song to be a surprise because it's for a special thing. So yeah. Oh man, I really need to do more stuff on that special thing. I'm so far behind. But yeah. School has been heavy, but it's good to be here to relax. I'm glad. Hopefully this can be a nice little escape or something to de-stress and do your homework too. Yeah. Honestly, funny thing, guys, this is definitely a tangent, but because I've been listening to so many Japanese podcasts recently for Japanese practice, I feel like I'm getting a better idea of how people do podcasts and how people talk about things on podcasts and kind of how that flow is. And as I'm talking now, as I'm streaming now, I feel like I'm taking some inspiration from all these podcasts that I've listened to, and it's kind of helping me like with how I'm supposed to talk during stream. I don't know if that really makes sense, but it's kind of like before I started doing streaming, I like never really watched streamers that much, or I'd like come in for like funny moments and things, but like I never really like watch streams and listen to what people were talking about, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like people do stuff and you're like, oh, that's funny. But like talking segments, I've never really paid much attention to. But because I'm listening to specifically podcasts and I'm listening to them in a foreign language to understand every word, I'm paying a lot of attention both to like the style that they're speaking and the words that they're saying and the content and all that. And I feel like my brain is starting to like slowly piece together what interesting things are and like what makes people interested in listening to things, if that makes sense. And like, yeah. It's actually really interesting because like I've gone through quite a few podcasts at this point, maybe 3 or 4 different ones. And I mean, for some of like the 3-minute quick episode ones, I've listened to like a few hundred episodes across different podcasts, a few 200 or so maybe. They're really short, so they go quickly. But it's really interesting as I listen to different podcasts. I like start to find the podcasts that I think are more interesting, and so I've kind of like settled, at least, well, I've kind of been jumping every 3 days, but the one that I'm pretty happy with right now is like focused on conversations between 2 people, and like I think it's really interesting just hearing the various topics that come up. And yeah. How to say it, like, yeah, it's made me realize kind of what things are interesting to listen to, and then from there also like what things I would like when I am talking about, like what things I internally find interesting that I actually want to share versus just like blabbing and like not really having a direction. But yeah, do you recommend any JP podcasts? I think for like very, very early level beginners, Nihongo kon teppe is pretty good. But right now the one 一番おすすめのポッドキャストはMiku Real Japanese. Not Hatsune Miku, but like the funny thing with getting into a new podcast is the first few episodes people are still trying to find their ground and like their speaking style and like delivery. Their mic settings usually aren't super fully set up, which I think is like kind of a charm of getting into a new podcast in a way. This one I think is like especially interesting because Like the first few episodes, she's definitely like trying to get her footing in like what she wants to talk about, and then eventually it just evolves into I am speaking with another person in Japanese, who's also a Japanese language teacher who lives in like a different part of the world or has visited and is teaching or has taught Japanese in another part of the world, and like they have just a discussion about the different cultures and the different like foods and different things they like about different places. And it's such an interesting way to learn about different places in the world and how different cultures interact with like the Japanese culture, and also the perspective of these Japanese people and how like their perceptions of their own culture have shifted from going to like Spain or Mexico or Morocco, for example. I think it's actually, or Australia even. Like it's super interesting to hear people's perspectives and how they've changed, and also the things they like and don't like. It gives such a great window into both like Japanese culture and wherever the other people are living culture. So yeah, it's actually really interesting. I'll admit though, it's definitely like an intermediate level podcast. There's a lot of things like with the beginner level podcast, I probably understood like 95 to 99% of everything. This one I probably only have about like 80, maybe 75 to 90, maybe not even 90, maybe 90% comprehension on some of these, depending on the topics that they're talking about. There's definitely like a lot of words that come up, like chishiki, like knowledge was one that I learned today. But you start to pick up on patterns of words that are more often used in like dialogue and discussion, rather than I think like in textbook learning. There's a lot of like strange conversations that come up, but this one feels really natural because it's quite literally just a conversation between different people, and you get to pick up on different like speaking habits. For example, like how people connect phrases becomes a lot more natural versus like, oh, 今日コンビニに行きました。Oh, そうですか。何買ったのか。ファミチキン買いました。お、すごいですね。私もファミチキンがめっちゃ好きです。They probably wouldn't say mecha in a textbook, but but yeah, like very like dry conversations like that, or 趣味どの趣味が好きなのか。They wouldn't even say it like that. 趣味ありますか？趣味ないです。No, they wouldn't say that either. It was 私は野球が好きです。そうですか。ねさんは野球が好きですか？はい、野球好きです。And then that's like the conversation or something. It's funny how when you speak JP, it becomes a few tones lower. Well, that's because I'm doing an imitation. I actually think when I speak Japanese, like normally my voice goes like higher. Like 例えば、I can't think of anything. ちょっと緊張した。緊張しすぎた。Got too nervous there. まあ。いやちょっと恥ずかしいた。the speaking Japanese is still kind of embarrassing for me. So when I get put on the spot like that by myself, I'm like, wait, I freeze up. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I think maybe it's because I'm trying to do the accent a little bit more. My voice goes a little higher in Japanese. What could I say? Something. Oh no. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of what to say. まあ。じゃあさっさとお仕事を始めましょうね。I'm gonna cringe. I'm gonna kill myself. That pronunciation was not good there. But yeah, anyways, let's see. So, but yeah, feel free to just keep chatting in the chat. And yeah, I'm gonna start with doing some vocal warm-ups. Try not to blast it too loud here. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it. but just to be safe, I'm gonna make sure I mute. But yeah, recently I've been doing a lot of mixed voice exercises, and it's been really good. So, oh, this is gonna play through. Huh. Wait, how can I do this? This is new. Yeah, it is new. I think it is new. I think it's nice. Huh. How can I get this to play through their system? Actually, maybe I can't do them. I can't do this specifically, but I'll do a regular. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna start warming. Bye. All right, quick talking break, because I'm like scrolling Twitter as I'm doing these exercises. I think it's really interesting how, well, I've started trying to read more tweets in Japanese to practice as well, and like it's really interesting the more kanji and like words you get to know, like how you can start to put things together. Normally beforehand, before I started like doing more serious practice, I'd like look at a kanji and be like, I have no idea what that says, or like how to read that, what that means. But now that I know like how certain kanji are pronounced in different like contexts, I can like see two kanji put together and like read it and then be like, oh, that's what that word is. For example, there's a tweet right now on my timeline that has like a Shiba running really fast that's mecha muteki na inu ga ite kusa. And the word I like didn't really know before was muteki. Well, I did know muteki before as like undefeatable, kind of like invincible is kind of the meaning of that. But I know mu from like mugen, which is like infinite, which kind of means like, you know, without. And then teki, I know the pronunciation from kaiteki, which means comfortable. And so I put the two together. I'm like, oh wait, I know both of those kanji. Muteki. Wait, I know what that word means from anime. And then it's like, oh wow, that's cool. I can read now. So it's cool to see like as you learn more how different things come together. Anyways, back to the grind. Just want to make sure you guys can't hear the song playing in the background, right? Not the lo-fi, but the other song, the punk pop song I'm playing, right? If you can, well, the secret's out. But if you can't, that's good. Okay, we're good. If it's only the lo-fi, then we're all right, great. That means my audio routing is not messed up. Whew. All right, back to work, everyone. Back to work. Yay, I had the first half of the song recorded already? Or at least through the first verse, so that's good. How are you guys hanging in there? I'm gonna drink some water here. Quick break. Quick voice break. Yeah, I'm making better progress than I thought I would, which is good. Honestly, this song is, it's pretty quick because it's in English. It's not as hard, I don't have to learn all the pronunciation. But yeah. One thing that came to mind as I was recording was how much of a difficulty recording the most recent cover was. So I think I'll talk a little bit about that. But man, recording that last cover was very, very difficult. Not because the song itself is especially difficult or the key I chose is especially difficult, but because having to shift between, or trying to think of a way to shift between two different kinds of styles of singing within the same song was very difficult. I took a good amount of time trying to figure out which two voices I wanted to sing with in that song. And even at certain points, like getting the differentiation between like the more and the more sounding voice was really hard. At some points I just gave up and made it sound the same. But not only that, I probably should have recorded like all in one voice first and then all in the other voice second for the two different parts, but instead I bounced back and forth recording each line, so it was really hard to remember the positioning and like the tone between the two voices. And at some points it just became impossible to distinguish, so I just gave up. And a lot of the time while I was recording, I was like, are people even gonna recognize that it's like attempting to do two different voices, or whether I should just screw it and just do like my normal voice? Because I would say neither of those voices that I used were really my normal singing style or my typical singing style. So that was really interesting. I think the one thing I do regret though is like singing with so much tension for the two different voices, because I was still trying to make it interesting, but at the same time I put a lot of tension into my voice and it didn't sound especially great. At least in my opinion. But yeah, I think going forward I'll try not to sing it in that strained of a style as much, at least. I probably would have chosen to sing sing on the mic I'm recording on now too, if I knew I was gonna go with those two different voices to make them sound a little bit more covered and less and stick out a little less, if that makes sense. But yeah, that recording in my normal voice feels a lot better. That said, I do this, at least coming up, have a lot of different styles I'm planning to sing in, but at least tension-wise, they're less crazy. So it's not as it's probably not going to be as harrowing as the last cover. But yeah, currently writing stuff. Choco Melky says that's good. That's good. Writing is good. Honestly, yeah, writing is good. I don't know what else to say there, but it's been a while since I last wrote like a paper or anything. I guess I've made a lot of PowerPoints, but that wouldn't count. PowerPoints for bun duties and work and stuff like that. But yeah, good luck on whatever you're writing. Hopefully everything goes well. All right, that's a good break. Back to the grind. Honestly, one thing that does come up with these like kind of strenuous songs, these pop punk songs, is like worried that my voice will get tired and then the second half will just sound bad compared to the first half. But I think as long as I don't push too hard, it should. Okay. Back to the dungeon. Everyone back to work. That's enough of a study break. Hello, Deaton. What's up? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, today we're doing a, well, I wouldn't necessarily say it has to be quiet study session, but it's not even studying. For it could be whatever you want it to be. Work, productive hours, relaxing hours. It's really just a casual stream today. But yeah, I am in the middle of recording something on mute as my productivity hours here. But yeah. keeping warm since winter is still here. That's good. Ah, man, I'm really thankful that it doesn't get too cold in my area, but I could understand, like, once the weather gets to a certain temperature, you just don't want to go outside or do anything. So I definitely understand that. Hopefully you could relax here. Hopefully the background here doesn't remind you too much of the cold out there. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on recording on mute here. But feel free to chat in the chat. I definitely, like, I'm keeping an eye on it. I have one eye open on it. So anyone messages anything, it's a good break for me to come off and just chat, have conversation and stuff. I do hope spring comes soon though. Yeah, this winter especially. I mean, it doesn't get that cold here, but I kind of want it to get a little bit warmer. Honestly, less about the warmth. I just want it to be a little bit brighter in the evenings. That'll be nice. Maybe I'm more waiting for summer than spring. Spring allergies are awful though, so I'm not looking forward to that. So hopefully we can skip spring and summer will be around the corner soon. Oh man. Speaking of summer and things around the corner, well, not this summer, but later in the year, I'm planning to make a trip to Nihon, to Japan. God, I'm such a weeb. And hopefully we'll relax a little bit there and hopefully taking at least 1 week, maybe 2 weeks off to go visit. So really looking forward to that. Yeah, every time winter comes, everyone gets sick. I agree. Honestly, maybe I need to knock on wood here. I haven't gotten sick yet this year. I haven't gotten sick very much. I'll be honest, don't tell my employer, but the last time I took a week off for being sick, I was actually just not motivated and needed like a break. I wasn't actually that sick. I just had like a slightly like rough throat, probably from singing too much. Live in Japan? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm kind of down to do a Tomo in Japan meetup, not gonna lie. Yo, dude, yeah, go karaoke? I'm actually high-key down. Pokemon in it? Well, not like real Pokemon, of course, but Japan obviously has a lot of Pokemon merchandise that you can get. I mean, I guess if you're playing Pokemon Go, you can consider that real Pokemon. But wait, I'm actually high-key down to do like a karaoke meetup in Japan. You guys have no idea. I think like one thing about visiting Japan is like, I love doing karaoke with friends. I love all the karaoke setups there. Something about, I think the air is more humid compared to here too. So like, it's really better on my voice, I feel like. I feel like when I go to karaoke, I don't get tired as fast. So yeah, I'm actually not gonna lie. It's kind of VTuber taboo to meet up with friends, or to meet up with fans, I should say. But like, not gonna lie, I'm kind of down. I love just, honestly, karaoke is such a great way to get to know people. It's so freaking fun. So I'm down to break that taboo at least, or not break. What's the word? I don't know. Indulge in that taboo. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You guys kill me? I guess. Yeah, I guess that'd be bad. I get mugged or something. I get canceled and then people hate me and then I get mugged or something. I want to make friends and go to karaoke someday. You definitely should. Like, yeah, go. That's how I've made most of my adult friends, through karaoke. I'll be completely honest. The ravenous Tomogachikoi single-handedly boosting tourism. Yeah, oh my god, everyone comes in and then I get like the Oshinoko bad ending where I get stabbed. Well, not bad ending, but you know, like Oshinoko episode 1 ending where I get stabbed because I'm famous or something. We meet people dressed as Pokemon. I think most people do not. I mean, you'll get mascots running around, but I don't think most people dress up as Pokemon. I think, yeah. It's big, but it's not like a whole phenomenon, you know what I mean? Technically, you've done it with Grand Archive. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. What are you most active on except YouTube? If I ever do that karaoke meetup, I'm interested, but I'll miss the info on YouTube. Usually Twitter. Usually, honestly, I probably spend a little bit too much time doom scrolling Twitter, and occasionally I post on there. If I'm gonna do anything that I'm gonna like talk about, it's definitely gonna be on Twitter, on Twitter, or I guess it's called X. I'm not gonna call it X. Twitter. Twitter.com/Uzuki Tomoya. Twitter's the one you use the least. Whoops. It's okay. It's for the better, for sure. For the better. Want to meet someone dressed up as Ash Ketchum? Honestly, your best bet for that is gonna be conventions, for sure. You're bound to find at least 1 or 2 Pokemon cosplayers at any convention you go to. Anime convention, I should say. UX. You. Gross. Yeah. That's definitely where you'll find me most often, Twitter. More so than on YouTube even, which is kind of sad, because this is kind of my whole shtick. I'm supposed to be a YouTuber, guys. The tuber in VTuber stands for YouTube. Anyways, it's enough of that. Back to the grind. Everyone, make sure, you know, stay hydrated. Drink some coffee if that's what you need. And let's get back to working on some stuff. This silence is interrupted by a quick reply here. There we go. First follow outside of anyone playing another Eden on Twitter. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully, it definitely won't be anytime soon this year, but hopefully, you're still interested by the time my Japan visit comes around. Study session's awesome idea. Let's go. Yeah, I hope people enjoy this. I personally love just putting on study streams in the background and having them like and just chilling out to them. So hopefully you guys think the same. All right, cool. Where can I find an anime convention? That is a great question. Your best option is, I hate to say this, it sounds a little condescending to say it this way, but I would just Google anime conventions in your area. Pretty much every major city within most countries has an anime convention of some sort. So you can Google, like, say you live in, I don't know, like Singapore, for example. You could say like Singapore anime conventions, and then you can find one that is by where you live. And that's probably the best way. That's probably the best way to find some place where you can hang out at anime conventions. Definitely though, the first thing, there's a few etiquette things if you've never been to an anime convention but are really really into cosplayers. For example, cosplayers are what you call people who dress up as like various characters. There are a few etiquette things. You definitely, like, obviously that person is dressing up for fun, but it's like Halloween if you're American and celebrate Halloween, for example. They're just dressing up for fun. They won't necessarily act as that character. It's best not to consider that person as a character. Really, the best way to approach like cosplayers for photos, if people don't know, is to just be polite and ask, like, can I take a photo? And most of the time they'll say yes, and it's very honorable. Honorable, that's not the right word. It's very courteous to just to ask like that. But definitely, you want to ask for permission before you take photos. Oftentimes they'll have like a pose. You can sometimes, if you're there with friends or family, usually not family, you can ask to like take a photo with the cosplayer. Yeah, definitely avoid like touching them and stuff like that, or unless they're like, oh, do you want a hug or something? Like, yeah, there's a lot of kind of unspoken rules and etiquette that goes into being at an anime convention that you want to keep in mind. Yeah. What's that I got on my arms? This is a little plushie. His name is Meep. All right. Back to the... Thank you, yeah. Supposedly he's really comfy, though. I really wouldn't know. morning or evening here. Well, I don't want to give away my time zone and dox my current location too much, but just say it is I've come and gone to work. It's been a whole cycle of a day. But yeah, it's so for me it's the end of my day, but you don't know what shift I work. For me it's the end of my day, so I'm kind of just chilling out and relaxing. But yeah, is that him moving in the video? Technically not. This is kind of a pet from the Spirit City Lo-Fi game that I thought most resembled my bunny pal, so so I kind of put him on. Yeah. And no worries, you never know. I try to be careful. In reality, I probably said what time it is like a numerous amount of times, but mentally, I have to remember to be careful with stuff. So no worries at all. I totally get it. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Probably Frostlass is mine. Ash's Pikachu is definitely a classic. I respect that. I respect that. We don't talk about the life-size God of War plushie. It's better not to talk about. Yeah, everyone get to work. Get to work. You can chat, but don't chat too much. Make sure you get some work done, okay? Oh, sorry, yeah. I'm got caught in working, but basically I can yeah, I have my microphone set up on the other side that I'm using to record right now, so as I shift over to my microphone, my avatar will freeze. But don't worry, I'm still here and I'm still working. It's a sign that I'm actually getting stuff done. Yo, what's up, Xander? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, yo, how's it going? Maybe not the vibe with the BGM right now. You've come to work, I take it, or just stopping by? Man, yes, sir. Hope you've been good. Hope you've been. Sorry, guys. Jump scare. Something. Jump scare. My bad. Hope I've been good. I've been good. Yes. Sorry, probably scared the shit out of some of you guys. I'm recording right now on mute. It's a productivity stream, not scream. Well, also a productivity scream too. Sorry, the song I'm recording is super upbeat, so like I'm like in this really pumped up mood, but my bad. Oopsies. Hopefully that didn't scare off too many of you guys. I'll try not to do that again. But yeah, just doing some recording here in the background. And yeah, getting some work done on the side too. So I had pulled up on the side. Nice. Yeah, let's get some stuff done together. This will be good. It's been too long since I've seen a Tomo stream. I will say, yeah, honestly, it's been a hot second since I've really whipped out the Tomo stream. A whole 2 weeks. But even then, well, I wouldn't say this is much of an entertainment focused stream. It's more of a, yo, what's up, guys? Let's get some stuff done, because I know you guys got to get stuff done, and I know I guys got to get stuff done. So let's get some stuff done. 2 weeks is way too long. Oh, I can go for longer. Want to do the same now. I have a cover to record, but I'm stuck with work. Work a few more hours. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know when covers became my work, but it's kind of nice to consider that now, like, the things I have to worry about after work are things that I consider fun still. Well, it's still work nonetheless, but it's nice to have the things you enjoy be the things that are taking up your free time. Anyways, just where am I at? I'm about to hit the bridge, and there's this high riff in here that's really it's not meant to be impressive. It's just kind of like a wail in some ways, but it's really funny because I just tried to do a take on it, and it sounded really bad. It sounded like well, it didn't really sound like that, but it sounded like I was just yelling. It sounded really bad. It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen the Saturday Night Live things recently with they basically I only walked in while my housemates were watching it halfway through, and it was like they're basically doing parodies on like songs with just like typical drama. Anyways, they had Sabrina Carpenter on for one, and she did like a parody of Defying Gravity. But for the run, she does like none of them sing it like even close to the original. But for the run, she goes like, and it like quite literally sounds exactly like that. It's so funny. It's like quite literally the run that went nowhere, sung by like the most talented singer who's intentionally trying to sound bad. It's so freaking funny, honestly. I gotta watch that again. It's so good. It's so funny. So I highly recommend that. Don't know how you can enjoy stuff like timing. I enjoy timing when I'm not thinking about the timing. I enjoy it in as a way to do stuff in the background while I'm being productive, if that makes sense. Check it out later. Yeah, probably not. It won't get you in the study mood, that's for sure. But yeah. Yeah, timing is definitely a very difficult, not even difficult, it's just a time-consuming activity. So I can't say I particularly enjoy it, but it can be relaxing at times. Oh wait, I'm waiting. All right. Let's see. Maybe drinking this Sprite will. Well, I'm at it. About timing. Nowadays, do you time the beginning and the ends of sentence words? How much? Oh, I time everything. Well, okay, that's a lie. I mostly time off the beginning because the onset is the most important thing. If the note comes in, starts at the right time, where it ends is not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Though I mostly will trim the ends of notes when I'm doing timing, if it's like to align with each other, like there's a sustain and I want it to end at roughly the same time. But I don't care so much about like the tail end, as long as it's like roughly getting aligned. That's what I think is like the most important. Yeah, as long as the ends are roughly lined up, it doesn't really matter if they're like an extra note or two, quarter note or two longer, or eighth note too long. Unless the only time I'll really do like end note timing and like making sure that's squared up is if it's like a really fast section or it needs to sound intentionally choppy, and I'll like chop the ends off so that it like has this like kind of more digital feel. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I feel like also once you get the starts aligned for the notes, kind of the ends usually match up, because people tend to, when they record, like keep notes around the same time. That's my take on it. All right. It's about time for me to get back to it. All right, back to focus time. I'm gonna try not to yo again. Emphasis. Tend to trim like crazy, even at the ends, but I should stop. Honestly, yeah, trimming. I think it's fine to trim. But I think it's fine to trim notes, honestly. But at the same time, you don't need to create extra work for yourself if it's not really improving the sound. I think really just as long as things don't sound out of place, then you've done a good job with your time. That is my take on this. Okay. Back to the grind. Okay, well, I'm almost done recording the mains for this, but I think it's probably a good time to take a break. It's already getting pretty late, so I don't want to drag this out for too long. But it's been pretty nice and productive so far, so I'm really liking the stream. It's been good. All right. Honestly, might be time to call it here. It's been cozy and productive. Yeah, honestly, I want to do these more. This has been good. I think it's good for everyone here. Honestly, part of my thinking is, if you're visiting this channel, it's usually for a few reasons. One, you like the covers. 2, you like the streams. Or 3, you like the mixes and the mixing help, or you do covers yourself and are interested in learning more about mixing. And people of category 2 and 3 often have a lot of work to do on their own. So, I figured, you know, put something on that we can all be productive together in, and it'll be good. So, hopefully we can do some more. Need a whole mixing tutorial video? I feel like we got one. The Miori one's a great place to start. The Miori and me collab from a while ago. I should like pin that or something. But that's a good place to start. I'll be honest. But yeah, honestly, I think it was a very successful concept. I enjoyed this. It was really helpful for me, and didn't feel too stressful. Got to share some stuff that I've been not working on, but going through. And that's been fun. Well, I wouldn't really call it going through. That has a bit of a negative connotation. Stuff that's been going on. And yeah, so without further ado, I think we could probably just end it here. I'm looking around at the people available to raid, but no one's really doing anything super chill on my radar. So I think for the sake of everyone else who wants to study and stay focused, I'm not gonna raid into someone who's gonna distract you. But thanks for coming, everyone. Appreciate the join on relatively short notice. I mean, I only posted the schedule a day ago. What am I saying? A day ago? So, and only posted the waiting room this morning. But yeah, thanks for coming. Honestly, I don't even want to roll the banger outro because it's gonna be a little too loud, so we'll just pop back to the loading screen. Thank you all for stopping by, and hope you all have a great rest of productive day, night, evening, morning, afternoon. I've been Uzuki Tomoya, resident VTuber Marshmallow Bunny streamer, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. All right, good night.